Alright, I'm making a little review of, this is the Spynet night vision. I think it's just called the Spynet Night Vision Monocular. I don't know, it might have Ultimate or something like that in the name. It's a twin eye, but it's only monocular. It's only just one. It's got two sets of lights on the side, but you don't use both. One of them is low and one's high, but it's the difference of one is good for like 10 feet in front of you, and the other gets you maybe 40 feet. Then up there, that's the focusing. Then that's for daytime mode or nighttime mode. And if you tilt it like that, all the way over, but you don't click it into place, it'll still do night vision, but it'll do black and white. And then switching it over, and you get that click, then everything switches to green. Then moving on down, over here opens, and you can put an SD card in there, micro SD, to take videos and pictures right on the device. This here adds, you get little like reticles, like a gun reticle sort of. But yeah, there's like 3 different reticles, or scope as it says. Then this here, if I can get its focus, Ultra View mode. This adds a thermal and then like a ghost recon, like all black and white, and then back to the whatever the default is. But they're just filters. They don't actually do anything additional. They're just filters that they add over the video you're seeing. Then this here is, you can see the high volume and low, so this changes for the range. Then this here is actively using it versus playing back. So if I move this over and then I turn it on, it'll then be ready to review videos on the SD card, but you have to have a card in there, which I do not right now. Then this is another focus wheel, but for the actual eye part, that's the on switch, obviously. Then we got over here, this makes you take a picture. This is a back button for going through the menu. And then this is to start recording and stop recording, as well as when you're in playback, it's how you start videos. I will test it outside momentarily, but even though it's nighttime, it's not completely dark in my neighborhood. I do, however, have to test alongside it. I do have this IR Illuminator, which you can't really see at all with your naked eye, but the phone's actually picking it up quite bright. Like, that looks pretty bright, and at least as far as the phone's concerned, this is just a super weak flashlight, but I personally can't see anything coming out of this light. It just looks like a faint red glow. Alright, I am not testing out the night vision in total darkness. In fact, actually, the way this camera is picking up the light in this environment, this is actually making it look even brighter than it does to the eye. But either way, it's not totally dark. There are street lights behind me. And right there in the corner, actually, I can't even see that much just looking at it, but right here on my phone camera, my phone's actually picking up a lot of it. That's surprising. So yeah, not really gonna be doing it the best justice, but let's just go with it. And this is, which is funny. Granted, when it comes down to it, this is just a digital camera type thing, and this was made, I think, in 2010 or something, versus a 2020 phone, so 12 years of better. 10 feet away, basically, and then that's good for about 30 to 40. Either way, you're talking less than 50-foot range, so surely no reason to have the low on, but anyway, let's see. Night vision. Let me adjust that, because that looks particularly bad. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get holding the phone up to it. Then we got pressing this button up here. We can add reticles to it. Oh no, that actually changes the whole color scheme. This adds reticles, so let's look at that again. Hitting that big button makes it into a fake thermal. And then that makes it like infrared ghost. And then this other switch gives you little reticles. Alright, I did throw an SD card into the camera, so now I will switch to footage taken right off the SD card. Okay, so that's actually the difference in camera. Right now, how I was talking about, I don't know why you would have the low on, but I do have the low on. Then when I switch to the high, you can actually see, yeah, it gets a lot brighter. Yeah. Still looking over there by the water, there's not much to hit, but like just looking down, you can see it is a much brighter IR. But yeah, either way, those plants, as you were able to see before in the video, those plants are barely 50 feet from me, and I'm just barely able to see them. Oh, that was my hand for a second, looking for the switch. Alright, when I hit the slider all the way over... Oh, what's that? It's not switching to the green. Can you not go into green, maybe, when it's recording? Let me start a new video. So this bird actually just startled the hell out of me as I was walking this way. He's just chilling on this bench here. Oh wow, does that make a difference? Okay, so that is the only way to really use this. My god. Now you can actually effectively see. So this is some actual decent night vision. It's just, it doesn't have good range. Giving it an IR flashlight like this, or IR Illuminator, that makes a huge difference. If you want to actually try and use one of these as anything other than a toy, you gotta get one of those. And look at that, I'm looking back over to the water. Those are the trees, or the water bushes, whatever they're called, that's maybe 50 feet in front of me, and I can barely see past that. Then when I turn back on the IR, yeah, oh my god. So yeah, this definitely isn't real thermo, it's just a filter that isn't hotter there, that's just where the IR is, and it doesn't really extend vision at all. It's just anything light looks like heat, and it's nothing more than just a filter. And you can't switch into these other filter modes once you start recording, so you'll have to stop the video and start a new one. Yep, so that was the thing, it couldn't change the color profile when it's in green, or like when it's already recording. So in a way, it's brighter, but it's really kind of just because it's filtered green. It's still not any clearer. It's really only a 50-foot range. I could adjust with the focusing and it gets a little better, but it still ain't great. Oh, I just tried activating one of the other modes. You can't do... Let's see the actual night vision mode again. Yeah, wow, huge difference, so much better. Absolutely a must-have. Yeah, this is a fun toy, just for the novelty of it, but like, that's all this is. This is just a toy. You barely get 50-foot range. Like if I didn't know, if I didn't know that was water there, like this definitely isn't helping me, no. I also don't even know if I'm about to voice over this, or does this even record sound. I'll find out soon enough. Here's the Ghost Recon, which I think looks the worst, actually. I have even less visibility. Alright, so as seen, if you actually wanted to use this like while camping to look for stuff, or maybe an airsoft or paintball night game, or just anything where you actually want to try and use footage and do more than just have fun with it, definitely get an IR Illuminator. It makes a huge difference as seen in the video. But yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's just a toy. I recommend it, honestly, for if you pick it up for around $50 or less. But I would not spend more than that on it. All in all, pretty cool toy.